Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
Done a few videos about backup, the most recent one talking about the time machine feature in Leopard, and I demonstrated a live backup to an external hard drive. That worked flawlessly. But what about backing up to the internet? Something that we've covered before, and even though we did cover it, I never really signed up for any of the services that were out there just because I kind of found them lacking. It's something that kind of bugs me about backing up to a remote location and not knowing where that location is, and more importantly, having to pay to access my data on a residual basis. So I kind of gave up on it and threw caution into the wind, and I've backed up, although didn't really send anything off-site. I usually do an off-site once a year, and I know I should do it more frequently than that. I apologize. But the reason why I'm bringing it up today is because one of you out there, and you know who you are, sent me an email. Actually, it was an order that I thought was a phishing message. I thought it was spam because it said I was charged a certain amount of money. It's like, what is this? What's going on? And I read it further, and it says, hey, I thought you could, use this service, let me know what you think. Well, they were giving me a review account for their service. It's new, at least new to me, and it is kind of it appears to be a best of all backup application. And first of all, bottom line, the worst thing you could do is back up to the same computer. That's pointless, because if something happens to that computer, it's gone. So you probably have a lot of computers around your house, and well, let me ask, when was the last time you backed up any one of them? All right, let's make it a little more complicated. Let's say you've got Macs and Windows and Linux machines. Wow, backup could suddenly seem to be impossible to manage. Well, crashplan.com. That's the name of the website that you could go to find out about this service. This is the one that came to me as a reviewer. They've got a piece of software that runs on Macs, Windows, and Linux. Gee, didn't see that one coming. So cross-platform. They've got an online backup component, but you could pay a $20 one-time fee and back up to 50 gigabytes of data. Yeah, so 50 gigabytes for 20 bucks ain't too shabby. And of course, it gets a little more involved if you spend more money. There's more features that can be added, including a monthly service plan for automated online backups. But their software is not just cross-platform, but it will enable you to back up the data from one machine to another trusted machine. Doesn't matter. Let's say I want to back up my Windows computer to my Linux box, I can do that. Or vice versa. Or if I wanted to back up my Windows machine to the Mac, and then if I wanted to restore the data from the Mac onto the Linux machine, I can do that with their software. Nice. P2P backup, wave of the future, man. On the surface, no real pun intended, talking about hard drive platter surfaces. It seems like a really solid idea, and that's why I decided to kind of share it with you. I mean, yes, I was giving the review account, which certainly helps, but I think they've hit a lot of the pain points and have addressed them quite well. Being able to back up on my own home network or to a trusted machine in my account, whether it was on-site or off-site, I absolutely, thank goodness. And it's easy. Cross-platform, easy. The software is built around the idea of flexibility. As I said, you could back up one machine and then restore the data from that machine onto another machine. That's brings tears to my eyes because it removes so many struggles when it comes to backup. So yes, I'm going to be giving it a shot. I'm finally going to do more than just a simple time machine backup for my Mac. I'm going to back up my Windows computer, not only to the internet, at least 50 gigabytes worth, but also to other machines on my home network or to other trusted machines that I may have connected to the internet. If you are a trusted person, you could even back up to my machine if I become a part of that trusted network. But my hard drive is it doesn't have enough space for the stuff that you download, because you download all the videos that we do, right? I know you're downloading pictures of Lassie. Happens every time. Well, anyway, if you want to email me, chris@pirillo.com is my email address. I've mentioned it before, and I'll say it again. I see everybody's email. May not have a chance to respond to every email, but I certainly do appreciate it if, especially if you have a product or a service you want me to look at. You know how to get a hold of me. I mean, I don't hide, and I'm pretty much always out there. People now recognize me on the street, and it's kind of scary in a way. But yeah, I'm just remembering the last time that happened. Kind of freaked me out a little. It's okay. It's okay. You don't freak me out, not at all. And if I don't freak you out, then maybe you can stop by our chat room. And as a matter of fact, you can take part in our daily poll that we're starting to do. And we'll leave a poll question open for 24 hours and then report the results back to the audience in the next day, including the amount of people who responded. And the first day out, it seems like we've got almost 1,000 people who have already responded. So it's quite a lot. I'm very impressed with that number. So hopefully you'll participate in that. And the place where you can find us chatting and find the poll, of course, is one place and one place alone, and that's live.pirillo.com. We'll see you later.